lovers, how are you guys doing today? So this video is going to be a full face of first impressions. I kind of have just been buying things over time and like storing them in this little box, and I was gonna do like, I had a few first impressions I was thinking of, and then I was like, oh, I have this and I have that, and I kind of went through my collection and I found a few things I've had laying around that I have yet to play with, and I ended up coming up with like a full face worth of products. So I decided I wanted to do this video. I do these videos far and few in between because A, it's expensive to try like a full face of new makeup unless you're being sent a ton of PR, and B, I feel like this is a fun video, simply meant for fun, just trying new things, you know, just hanging out. I don't think like my opinion should be taken as seriously in this video. I love doing first impression videos, like just one product at a time, because I feel like if you're only changing one product in your routine, then you can obviously tell the difference. But like, for example, when I have a different serum, a different primer, a different foundation, a different concealer, a different powder, like I can't tell you where it went wrong exactly. I mean, I kind of can in this video, you guys will see, but yeah, so take everything lightly. There's too many variables, so this is more meant for fun. If you guys want an update in the future, I definitely can. So I think that's all I have to say for the intro. If you guys want to see how I got this interesting look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I believe the only items I don't have anything for is brows, so I went ahead and did them off camera. Just used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo in the shade Taupe. So my first impression is probably going to be pretty crazy to you guys because I feel like everybody in the makeup world has tried this. It was like everyone's very first eyeshadow primer. So the other day I got this Urban Decay Side-Eye Trio. It was like a $500, or not $500, no, it was a 500 reward point perk for Sephora, and it actually came with a full-size mascara, the Perversion mascara, which I actually really like, and then a really decent size eyeliner, and then also their eyeshadow primer. And again, like, this is not full size or anything, but look how big that is. Like, that's a really nice sample. So I figured I would try this eyeshadow primer out today. So this is just the original formula, and it has a cute little wand. Man, the wand keeps poking me. So the texture of that actually feels a lot like the Lorac eyeshadow primer. I don't know how much I would use in the future. I mean, I would use it, but I definitely, like, knowing myself, put concealer on top because you guys can still see like a bunch of redness peeking through. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use a concealer on the top just for the heck of it, because I don't want any redness peeking through. So the concealer I'm going to be trying out today is a Kylie Jenner concealer. This is the shade Pearl, which is the lightest shade that they offer. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw this on my eye. Ooh, color looks nice. Very light. So that concealer is actually a really nice shade. Like, it is like almost white. Like, it looks very pale, which is promising. I'm not sure how I feel about the formula. I'm not sure if it's because I put it on the eyeshadow primer, but it looks pretty dry. So before we hop on into palettes, I'm going to go onto my Instagram and just double check. I did a like little Instagram poll asking you guys which palette you wanted me to do tonight. So if you don't follow me on there, it's Amy Loves Makeup. I love doing polls before my videos, at least when I have them planned. So I said ColourPop or Juvia's Place, and ColourPop got 62%, so that's what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be playing with the Dream Street palette from ColourPop. But if you guys still want to see a tutorial or anything like that with the Nubian 2, I did swatch this, but I haven't played with it at all yet. Oops. Then just let me know, because I can definitely do that. I think these colors are beautiful. I'm really excited to play around with that. Today we're going to be playing with the Kathleen Lights Dream Street palette from ColourPop. Before I even jump into the palette, I have two NYX lid lingeries. I haven't heard anyone talk about these, and I haven't used them yet, but I did buy them a few weeks ago. I've just been doing my liquid shadow battle. Haven't had the chance to test these yet since they are really bright shades, which was what I was drawn to. I really went for like the pinky red tones for this, but these are like completely metallic, not what's the word, not glittery at all. So I thought that these would be a really pretty base, especially because I love the colors. So I have the shade Whimsy, which is a little bit more pink, and then like the more burgundy shade is called Evening Spell. I think I'm going with Evening Spell. And I've got some little blending brushes ready to go because I don't know how fast I'm going to need to blend this out. But I'm just going to put this all over the lid. See how like pigmented that is? Wow, that's beautiful. And then I'm just going to take a little blending brush. Oh man, that is pigmented. Looks a little crazy right now. Definitely looks like I was punched in the eye. But that's okay because we're gonna work with it. I tried to blend out that cream base as best as I could. It's not perfect, but that's okay. We're gonna start off with some powder shadows. I think I'm gonna start off with this dark shade right here, and I'm just gonna set like the entire lid. Now I'm gonna go ahead and dip a blending brush into this coral shade here, and I'm just gonna start with that in the crease and then slowly blend upwards. I'm just gonna dip into my Modern Renaissance palette real quick, and I'm just gonna grab Tempera, which is just like basically my skin tone type shade, and I'm just gonna blend above. I'm gonna take some more of that brown shade, and I'm just gonna make it deeper. For the heck of it, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this shade right here. So that looks a little bit better, but I'm not like super in love with the look. I don't know why, I just haven't been digging neutrals as much lately. I think I'm gonna take this super pretty blue shade here on my lid, on my finger, and I'm just gonna put that on like the center of my lid. I'm definitely feeling it more now that I've got that nice little pop on the lid. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liner. This is just like a pen tip liner. I haven't tried this yet. I got like a little deluxe sample when I ordered something forever ago. So I'm just gonna do a line on my lid. I'm not gonna wing it out or anything. So that was pretty easy to work with. Very, very pigmented, nice and black. Of course I didn't do anything super crazy, like I said, just a straight across little line. So I hate applying false lashes, but for some reason today I really want to wear them. So I'm gonna not, this isn't a first impression. I just have one last pair of these lashes. You guys can see like the little spots all over the ones that I cut off because they're a little bit too long for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw those on real quick. And I actually do have a new lash glue. I bought the Duo brush on thing, but I'll be right back. Not doing that on camera. So I have a ton of things from Physicians Formula. I actually had a code to get 50% off their website, like off an entire order. So I was like all about it because they've been coming out with a ton of stuff that I really wanted to try. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and throw on my skin real quick, which hopefully will help because my skin is super dry right now. It's called the Rose All Day Oil Free Serum. Like, yes, drugstore serum. I'm here for it. Okay, you're not doing your job. Okay. What the heck? The dropper's literally not working. There we go. Yeah, there's a good one. Okay. Alright, that's probably enough. Not exactly Instagram serum level, obviously. Smells nice. It has just like a light rose scent, not super strong. Kind of looks like it has like some luminosity to it, like some pink undertones. Okay, so I'm gonna let that soak in for a minute, and while I do, I have this organic rose oil lip polish, which I thought sounded cool. I'm assuming, oh, it's an exfoliator. Okay, I thought it was just gonna be a like a chapstick type thing, but I'm here for an exfoliator. Lord knows I need it. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's a little spoon for your lips. Oh my gosh, this is so satisfying. Oh, okay. Like you can just like dip your little spoon in there. Okay, so that's a little bit thick, a little bit rough. You guys can probably still see my lips are obviously chapped. I think it would work a lot better if you had moisturized in advance. Like my lips are just too dry for that at this moment. I'm not counting it out altogether. I think it could still be really good. I just think you need to moisturize your lips first. So I actually have two primers from Physicians Formula. One is their Argan Oil Coconut Water Primer. I think I'm going to wait to try this since I already did my eyes. And I'm going to try the Spotlight Illuminating Primer with Age Defying Actives. This looks beautiful, like the packaging. Ooh, like it seems really nice. Like it does not look like a drugstore packaging. There we go. Ooh, that looks really nice. Very glowy. It doesn't feel slick either. Like, it feels like very soft on the skin. Really, really soft. Like, that feels very promising. And it is super, super glowy, which I'm all about. I did grab the Healthy foundation from Physicians Formula, but I don't think I'm going to use it. Just because I want to do like a full video on this, and I want to test it out and do a full day's wear test. Like I said, I think I said, this is the lightest shade that they have, which looks a little dark. So I really want to do a video on that by itself. So I was trying to decide what foundation I was going to use, and I got these little samples in a like free gift with purchase thing from Ulta, and it is actually the Tarte Shape Tape foundation, which you guys probably saw my video on. I talked about how disappointed I was in their color range, but since it is here in front of me and I have like a little sample, I figured may as well just try it, do it quick for a first impression. I'm not going to do a full video on it or anything. And they actually do have the lightest shade in their sampler, which on one end is really nice because my shade is never in samplers. But at the same time, I think that shows how weak their color line is, that they actually have the lightest shade here, which never ever happens ever. Like, this is the first foundation sample like little set that I've ever gotten that I'm able to use. This one, the hydrating one, they actually have the next up from the lightest shade, so I'm not going to try that today. I'm going to try the matte version, and I'm going to be using Fair Sand. Little sample looks like. I'm just going to dip my finger in and put that all over my face. So that looks pretty matte, but it looks really flawless. Decent coverage too. So that is not looking cute on the skin at all. It's a very full coverage, which I like, and it looked flawless when I first started applying it, but already, oh my gosh, it looks horrible. I don't know if it's the primer underneath or what. So dry and patchy. Next I have this little Wet n Wild color corrector in the shade Peach. I saw good things about their cushion color corrector in Peach, and I really want to try that one, but when I went to Walmart, the only one that was left was like messed with, and I wasn't about that life. But this looks like a really nice peach shade. Like, it's super, super light, so I feel like it might work for me. So I'm gonna try it today and just put it like on like my very innermost corner where I get purple undertones. Pretty thin, pretty lightweight. Okay, so the true test is when I put the concealer on top, but obviously it's not even a true test because I haven't tried the concealer either. So like I said in the beginning, this is all just for fun. Obviously I can't give you full thoughts when I'm doing a full face first impressions because there's way too many variables. But now going in with that Kylie concealer. Gosh, this color is so light. I wasn't ready for it. Like, I honestly was not sure when I bought it if it was going to be light enough for me or not. So I'm impressed by that alone. Of course, it is $20, so it's not like the most affordable concealer ever. It doesn't look as dry, so maybe it was just the combination of the eyeshadow primer and this together. It doesn't look like dry on my skin. I honestly can't get over how bad the Shape Tape foundation looks. Like, it is so dry and disgusting on my skin right now. But next I have this another Physicians Formula product. This is their Mineral Wear Talc Free Powder, and this is the shade Translucent. I just wanted to try a new powder from the drugstore just for the heck of it. I'm almost out of my Wet n Wild powder, so I figure whenever I finish that I'm gonna need a replacement, and I just wanted to try something just a touch lighter. So here's what this looks like. Pretty smooth. Ooh, it's like a pretty light shade too. Okay. That looks decent under the eyes. I can't really judge the rest of the face quite as much because the foundation is so awful. So next I have bronzer from Kevyn Aucoin. I got this in my Beautylish Lucky Bag. Not sure how this is gonna go. I'm just gonna try and stick to the bronze end. This is Definitely not going to end up being one of my go-to bronzers because it's a little hard to use just from the size of the bronzer. It's a little orangey. And then for blush, I'm just going to go with the middle shade in that palette. Oh, that's pretty. Alright, highlighter, I have several options. Kind of hard, but I think I already used that Kevin Aquan, so I'm just going to go ahead and try this real quick. I got the Laura Geller highlighter in French Vanilla, just like a little mini sample. And I swatched this and I was actually blown away by how pretty it looked. Okay. It's super subtle. Reminds me of the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance highlighter, but lighter. Better suited for my skin tone. So I had to take a break because my camera died, but when I was taking my break I noticed that the foundation is super dark. Like it oxidized. You can clearly see like the shade of my neck versus the shade of my face, like does not match, and this it's just awful. Okay, so moving on, I wanted to show you guys some other highlighters that I have. These are the Luster Dust from ColourPop. I bought these on a whim because they were originally $7 on sale for like $5, and then I had $10 off coupon code for ColourPop. So I grabbed a few, and from swatching, I have to already say I'm disappointed. So this first one is called Chill Pill, and that's kind of like a pinky tone shade. And then this next one, okay, this is pink too, but like a lighter pink. This is Sugar Trap. And then last but not least is Strobe Globe. This is probably the best of the three. This is like a golden shade. These have straight up glitter in them, like a lot of glitter, like not even cute amount of glitters when I swatch them. So I've had these for a little while and I just haven't even put them on my face yet because I'm not even excited. I'm just like, why? Like, I don't need chunks of glitter. Like, I can deal with a little bit of glitter here and there, but I don't know. I'm just feeling like I'm not gonna like these. I think I'm just gonna go for it and do this lighter pink shade called Sugar Trap and just see how it goes. But before I apply, I'm gonna do Mac Daddy's trick. He always like sprays his face first before he goes in with like a pigment loose highlighter, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Maybe it'll make my face look less dry. Man, that is so glittery. I don't like these. Maybe I'll try wetting them and using them as eyeshadow pigments. And I will try Strobe Globe because that looks like to be the one with the least amount of glitter, but this is just, it's really not a flattering look. I go in with this like, this shade right here, that like matte bluish green shade. Didn't blend that. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this really pretty like silver shade here, and I'm gonna put that onto like this inner part of my lower lash line. That looks really pretty mixed together. It like looks minty. And then last but not least, I'm just gonna go in with the highlight shade right here, which is called Moony. I always hear people talking about this shade. Just gonna throw that on my inner corner. Ooh, that is pretty. So I also grabbed this little Glitterazzi by Hard Candy, and this is the shade Aurora, and this looks kind of cool. It's interesting. It's like a liquid glitter eyeshadow, but it's kind of more on the subtle side, but it looks kind of wet, and it does have little tiny specks of glitter in it. So I haven't tried it on the eyes yet. I just swatched it on my hand, but I figured I would try this today on the inner corner. That on there, and then I'm just gonna tap with my finger. So I recently got this, I think it was called Cream and Sugar Trio from Marc Jacobs, and I still have not tried it yet. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and use all three of these today. I'm just gonna go ahead and start off with the lip liner. It's a really pretty nude shade. A super pretty lip liner. Love that shade. It's got a little bit of stickiness to it, nothing too bad. Going into this tiny little baby lipstick. Feels a little bit more on the matte side. It reminds me a lot of the Kat Von D Divine lipstick, which I'm obsessed with right now. And then last but not least, the most exciting part, the thing I was most excited to try in this trio, is this little lip gloss. Ooh, it's minty. Please don't let this be a plumping gloss, that's all I can say. So it smells minty, but it does not feel tingly at all yet, which is a good thing because I hate plumping glosses. My lips just tend to react really, really bad to them. I've got one last product to try. This is the NYX retractable eyeliner. The shade is aqua green. I grabbed a few of these recently because they were on sale and I just really want more colored eyeliner in my life. So I'm just going to throw this on the lower lash line. Just going to throw some mascara on my lower lashes. Okay guys, so here is the finished look. I do like how it like came out in the end. Like I think that the eyes look really pretty and I'm super excited to keep playing with that palette. I'm not sure about that lash glue because like my lashes do not want to stay on and I've put them on repetitively. So that's definitely frustrating, even though I do really like the packaging. Love the lipstick. I feel like the face stuff was kind of like almost all a fail. I would definitely keep trying out the Kylie concealer and see how I feel about that whenever I put it into my regular routine. The Tarte Shape Tape foundation, don't even get me started. It looks so bad. Like my skin, it's not a good day. The loose the ColourPop loose highlighters, negative. So yeah, lots and lots of fails here, but that's okay. I just think these are always fun videos to film, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!